Market Show is called The Last Minute Tax Blues. And I have with us Jerry Jackson with Liberty Tax Service in Cockeysville. And Mr. Jerry Jackson, please talk with us about why people should come to you for their last minute tax issues.
I think that people should come to me for that last minute tax issues because I can get them extensions in a timely manner. If they're not prepared to do their taxes, then I have the personnel to do Schedule Cs, we can do corporations, we can do small businesses, we can do all type of taxes. We can even do people that have their own business, people that do hair, people that babysit.
Beauticians, okay.
You know, we can do all of those taxes at the last minute as they are trying to meet that deadline of April the 15th.
Wonderful. Now, just so our listeners know, please give us your location and your phone number as well as your email.
My location is Liberty Tax, Cockeysville. I'm located at 21 Cranbrook Road, down from Popeyes, in between Hamilton Bank. You'll see the signage up, saying interest to Liberty Tax. And my phone number is 443-440-6402.
And your email?
My email is libertytaxjerry@gmail.com. And Facebook, Liberty Tax Cockeysville.
Wonderful. Now, I know one of the things that you do is go out and with some of the churches and do seminars. Tell us why the pastors here in Baltimore City should reach out to you, have you come out to speak to their congregation and be blessed.
Well, I think they should have me come to do seminars because they have members in their church that are eligible to file taxes, but they think they can't because they babysit, or maybe because they do hair at the house or whatever, and they have children, and they let somebody else claim their children when they can claim their children to get their own earned income credit for those children that are doing hair and that are making income. Don't have to be a job. You're earning income. So as long as you're earning income, you can file your tax.
Okay. What advice would you give us ministers and pastors about filing taxes?
I would say to the ministers and pastors and the other clergy that are in their organization, I would say make sure that you keep your records of everything that you do, because that's a vital point of what you need, because you need your records to get your taxes done, and you need your records in case you get audited, so you will have proof of everything that you did on your taxes.
Now, a lot of times, I know myself, ministers and pastors don't have a set salary. You know, they live off of gifts, donations, offerings. What would you, honorariums, what would you say we should do in that regards?
Well, you should keep a track of the income that you get, whether it be salary, whether it be gifts, whether it be donations or whatever. Mm-hmm. You should keep a track of that income.
Okay. Now, just a quick question. Do you think some churches should have some ATMs in them?
I think some churches should have at least one ATM. Yes, I do. The reason why I say this is because I know I go to church sometime and I don't want to put my card number on an envelope. Mm-hmm. And so I could run to an ATM and get me some money out and put it in church.
Okay.
And keep from not giving up my tithes or my offering. At least I could give it up.
All right. Now, I've asked this question before on my church when I did a discussion about tithes and offerings. Real quick, do you think senior citizens should be required to pay tithes and offering when some of them are on a fixed income?
I think they should. I really think they should, because the Bible does not distinguish of who.
Okay.
Whom you are.
Okay.
It says everyone should
yes.
do their tithes.
Okay.
and offerings.
Okay. And my last quick question is, can a man really rob God?
Yes, and people do it every Sunday. People do it every Sunday. They're not giving what they're supposed to give
Okay.
by holding back.
Now, I know you said some of the services that you offer, you allow people to help set up their businesses. Is one of them, can you help people set up nonprofits or just strictly for profit?
Well, I don't help them per se set up their businesses.
Okay.
I per se can help them, tell them what they need to do as far as the tax part of their business.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So you would, say for example, if I wanted to start up a janitorial business and I came to you and I said, I'm clueless, okay, what I need to make sure that I do?
Okay, what I would first tell you to do, I would tell you to go downtown
Mm-hmm.
to put your business on record
Okay.
with the name.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you do that, you can come back to me and I can give you some pointers on how to keep your records.
Okay. All right. Now again, tell my pastors who are listening out there why they should call you for seminars.
They should call me for seminars so I could educate their congregation on different areas of income taxes. Okay, some of them have Hispanic members that,
Mhm.
that don't have the proper documentation, and they could get ITINs.
Okay.
How to get ITINs in order to file taxes. That their children might need an ITIN, they might need an ITIN, a spouse might need an ITIN in order to file their taxes. Okay, you got people that's in your congregation, you got people that are doing hair at their house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they can file taxes on a 1099. You got people that's babysitting
Mm-hmm.
for someone. Okay, they can file taxes, and you know you got them. They have a lot of them have children, and they don't know that they could claim these children on that self-employment income
Oh wow.
and get that earned income credit. You know, and a lot of them will let other people claiming the children
Mm-hmm.
to let them get that earned income credit when they could be getting it this stuff.
Okay. Well, again, this is Making Waves with Pastor Mia on Heaven 600, and tonight's sponsors are HB Tours, the Home Store, and Nelson's Auto, and we're discussing the last minute tax blues with Liberty Tax Service, Jerry Jackson, and he's with the Cockeysville branch. Now, my question to you next would be, when does the official date for tax season end?
The official date is on the 15th, but if the 15th is on a Sunday, it'll end the next day.
Okay, so my listening audience has about a week, and they need to quickly come to you to get all their tax situations together.
Either they need to come in and do an extension. If they don't have all their paperwork together, come in, do an extension, and it gives you to October,
Okay.
and you can take your time and gather your paperwork.
Oh, wonderful. And does an extension cost any money?
Extension, it costs about $50. But most people, well, I do them for free,
Okay.
waiting on you to come back to get your taxes done.
Oh, wow.
I do the extension, I take it off of whatever you know, depart for your taxes. So in actuality, I do the extension for free,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come back and do your taxes, and we'll be stuck, we'll be square.
Okay, okay. I guess my next question is, will God still bless you if you don't tithe and offer, do you think?
I think he will, because of his grace and his mercy.
All right.
He said it endures forever. So I don't think that he will stop blessing you,
Mhm.
but he might chastise you.
Okay, okay. Now, what is your philosophy about being a good steward of your money?
Being a good steward of your money is so important, because if you don't do like I said, it's sort of like you can hook it up with like your tax papers. If you don't keep good records, you're gonna have nothing.
All right.
And the same way with your money, if you don't organize and do what you need to do, pay your bills on a timely manner, and make sure you document where this is going, where that is going. You know, even before you get paid, you know what you got to do with it. So you know what you have left over, if you have anything left.
How long have you been doing taxes?
I've been doing taxes 35 plus years.
Oh, wow.
I started young. I started about 18. I'm about to tell my age.
Well, what made you get started doing taxes?
I started doing taxes because I was doing them on paper because it was something that I liked to do.
Okay.
And so I started doing them. When I was doing them, they didn't have the computerized and everything. You had to do it all on paper.
Okay.
And so I like mathematics, so I would do my family taxes and my friends. I started out doing them every year for free. Then I woke up.
All right. Then he woke up there. All right.
I woke up. I said, okay, if I'm doing this for free and I'm good at it, I can charge them a little bit.
Okay.
And then I kept on doing them and kept on doing them. And eventually, God blessed me so I could have a tax business of my own.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how long have you had your own?
My own business I've had, this is my second year.
Wonderful.
A lot of people still don't know I'm there, but I'm there.
Look at God. Okay. And how long have you been a Christian?
I've been a Christian all my life. You know, the saying, train up a child the way he should grow, the way he should go when he's young, he would not depart, it would not depart. And that's what happened to me. Not saying I didn't leave away, but I knew what I had to do to come back.
All right now. Do you have a church home?
I have a church home. Bethel, Baltimore. Dr. Frank Reed.
Oh,
Madison Reed
awesome.
is my pastor. I've been there since I moved to Baltimore. The first church I found when I came to Baltimore, 10 plus years.
Okay. Do you have a favorite Bible scripture?
Yes, my favorite Bible scriptures are Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14.
All right.
I say it every day.
Can we hear it?
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe to do all his commandments which he commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations on the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken diligently, hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy clime, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause all thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. And the Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in the storehouses, and all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The Lord shall establish thee a holy people unto himself, as he has sworn to thee. Thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in all his ways. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruits of thy body, the fruits of thy cattle, in the fruits of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto the fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open to thee his good treasures to heaven, because the rain shall land in this season, and have blessed all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, thou shalt not be beneath. If thou shalt hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which he commanded this day, to observe and to do them, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which he commanded thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them.
Wonderful, wonderful, great job. Again, this is Making Waves with Pastor Mia on Heaven 600. And tonight's show is entitled The Last Minute Tax Blues. And I am so blessed to have Jerry Jackson, the owner of Liberty Tax Service in Cockeysville. And again, his phone number is 443-440-6402. And his email is libertytaxjerry@gmail.com. Please, pastors out there, please give him a ring and ask this beautiful brother in Christ to do a seminar at your church. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a tax extension, he said free, okay? Come out, reach out to him so that if you are not ready to do your taxes, you're not caught off guard. He can help you get an extension and hold off what you said to October, right?
Yes.
Don't get caught and start stressing out. You know, it's better to be proactive than reactive. And I want to go back to what Mr. Jackson was saying about being a good steward. Part of being a good steward is being proactive about our money and also saving our money, also tithing in our money, and not getting caught with late fees and not being fined if we have enough time and enough information. And I believe knowledge is power. So, with that being said, Mr. Jackson, what is the most important thing you want our listeners to know in this last minute tax crunch?
Don't stress because you think you might owe. Because you come in and you sit down with a tax professional or a tax person, and they can tell you some things that you can do legally, and some itemized deductions that you might can claim that you don't know about. So don't feel you think because you're gonna owe, that you don't want to get your taxes done. Come in and sit down and talk to someone and let them explain to you and ask you questions. You know, you won't sit down with a person that's gonna ask you questions.
Wonderful, wonderful. My next question to you is, why Liberty Tax Service? I know there are a lot of different agencies. What made you choose Liberty Tax Service?
Well, when I prayed about entrepreneurship, and I got a thing to Google it, and I Googled entrepreneurship, and that's what came up.
Liberty Tax Service is what came up.
Out of all entrepreneurships, Liberty Tax Service came up.
Wow. Look at God. So you took that as a sign.
I took that as a sign, and after I took that as a sign, I called them, I talked to them, and I found out that I could get my own without any money up front because I was a disabled veteran.
Oh, wow.
You know, when he does something, he do it all the way, you know.
Yes.
He don't halfway do it, so, and that's where I was led, and that's where I went through, and that's why.
All right, and you've been rocking ever since.
I've been rolling and rocking. Giving him all the credit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you have definitely have my vote of confidence. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that you need to, if you're down to this last week wondering what to do, and this tax season comes to an end for this year, please contact Jerry Jackson at the Liberty Tax Service in Cockeysville. And again, his number is 443-440-6402. 6402. And he's been such a good sport answering some of my questions, because this show is called Making Waves with Pastor Mia. And I didn't do my usual roundtable discussions that I usually do, because I wanted to make sure that we hit this current event so that us Christians know what is going on, and being good stewards about our money. But I'm going to give you a chance to speak, Mr. Jackson. But real quickly, I just want to say tonight's sponsors are HB Tours, the Home Store, and Nelson's Auto. Yes.
I just want to say for next year, this tax season is over for the special that I do in March. In March, I do half off for city employees appreciation, county employees, state employees, volunteers and nonprofit agencies, doctors, nurses, and staff appreciation, police officers, law enforcement, and I also do senior citizens. I do teachers appreciation and the military appreciation. In the month of March, I do 50% off for those for next year, because it's over this year for the appreciation month.
Wow. That is phenomenal that you do all of those, and that God has blessed you to be a blessing to his people.
Because God says, in order to keep what you have, you got to give away.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. He does say that. He does. Were you giving out trips?
I am giving out trips. I give out trips to people that come in at a certain time. If you listen to the Heaven 600 radio station, you'll hear sometime that on my messages said certain people come in, or you look on my page, it'll say certain people come in at a certain time. You want a 3-day, 2-night vacation trip. If you come in, we have a program called Refer a Friend. If you refer 4 or 5 people, you'll get a 3-day, 2-night vacation trip.
Oh, all right. And where are the places we can go?
It's a whole lot of different places. There's so many I can't name them now.
Okay.
It's in 13 different states.
Oh, okay.
But the people that want to stay around here, you can go to Virginia Beach, you can go to Manhattan, you can go, people who want to go to South Carolina, you can go to Hilton Head.
Oh, all right.
Go to the beach.
Okay. Well, for those of you that are sick or tired of being sick and tired of this snow and this cold weather we've had of late, that is a definite extra incentive to go check out this wonderful brother, Jerry Jackson, at Liberty Tax Service in Cockeysville.
And I am open year round by appointments after the 15th.
Oh, wonderful.
For the late season people. For people that missed the boat.
I like how you put it, for the people that missed the boat. Okay. But not just for the last minute tax blues, but all year round you are willing to get without these pastors in Baltimore City and do seminars, correct?
Seminars to educate the people, because God said we perish for the lack of knowledge.
All right. And what topic are you educating them on? Taxes, right?
On taxes, and I throw a little spirituality in there.
All right.
Keep it real.
Yes, but a lot of times when people are going into the ministry training, okay, they don't know, and I haven't seen yet where there is a actual training about this is what you should do in regards to if you're living off of a love donation, if you're living off of a gift, that people give you when you go and preach, at different places, because we pastors and ministers don't get a salary, so I haven't seen that.
That's why they should let me come in and do seminars. So they can get educated on that.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been phenomenal. Sitting here with his brother, and he gave us his favorite scripture. He let me even ask him about, since some churches have ATM machines. And I'm going to close out with one more question just to mess with him. Should pastors have jets? $65 million jets?
Well, that's a win and a no-win situation, because who to say God didn't bless him with that for his business,
Okay.
to take care of God's business.
Okay.
So, sometimes they might have to go somewhere in a hurry.
He can't fly business. He can't fly coach.
Might be too late a time to get there.
Okay.
Okay. Not saying that he can't.
Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate. All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And again, give us the name of your company and the contact information.
The name of my company is Liberty Tax, Cockeysville. My location is 21 Cranbrook Road, Cockeysville, Maryland, 21030. It's down from Popeye's Chicken, next to Hamilton Bank. Again, the phone number is 443-440-6402. Facebook page, Liberty Tax, Cockeysville.
Wonderful, wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been Making Waves with Pastor Mia on Heaven 600. And tonight's show was The Last Minute Tax Blues. Have a blessed evening. All right. Spiritual nugget. Anxious. Take vitamin A. All things work together for good, for those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28.